Thanks for joining us. I'm Josie, here with my lifelong buddy, Nate. He's going to start us off by reading Proverbs chapter 2, and then we'll go back through the chapter, verse by verse, with a few thoughts we might have. Here we go.
My son, if you receive my words, and treasure up my commandments with you, making your ear attentive to wisdom, and inclining your heart to understanding. Yes, if you call out for insight, and raise your voice for understanding, if you seek it like silver, and search for it as for hidden treasures, then you will understand the fear of the Lord, and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He stores up sound wisdom for the upright. He is a shield to those who walk in integrity, guarding the paths of justice, and watching over the way of his saints. Then you will understand righteousness and justice, and equity, every good path. For wisdom will come into your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Discretion will watch over you. Understanding will guard you, delivering you from the way of evil, from men of perverted speech, who forsake the paths of uprightness, to walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice in doing evil, and delight in the perverseness of evil, men whose paths are crooked, and who are devious in their ways. So you will be delivered from the forbidden woman, from the adulteress with her smooth words, who forsakes the companion of her youth, and forgets the covenant of her God. For her house sinks down to death, and her paths to the departed. None who go to her come back, nor do they regain the paths of life. So you will walk in the way of the good, and keep to the paths of the righteous. For the upright will inhabit the land, and those with integrity will remain in it. But the wicked will be cut off from the land, and the treacherous will be rooted out of it.
Josie, it seems that if Proverbs 1 was Lady Wisdom calling out in the streets, Proverbs 2 is about what happens when we actually go looking for her. This chapter shows us something critical. Wisdom doesn't just fall into your lap. It's a search. It's a pursuit, a path that unfolds as we move. Let's walk through Proverbs chapter 2, verse by verse, and hear how this ancient voice invites us into a deeper, fuller life.
Sounds good, Nate. I'll kick us off. Verse 1, My son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you. This starts with posture, humility, willingness. Wisdom isn't forced on us. We have to receive it and then hold on to it like treasure. Josie, remember when you were just a little boy and your mama would give you a quarter to go to the drugstore for some candy?
Oh yeah, Nate. That brings back memories. I held on to that quarter like it was the national treasure.
Well, that's the way we should treat wisdom, verses 2 and 3. Turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding. Indeed, if you call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding, notice the verbs turn, apply, call, cry out. This isn't passive. This is passionate, desperate even. Real wisdom seekers are not casual learners. They hunger for it.
Yep, check out verse 4. And if you look for it as for silver and search for it as for hidden treasure. Think about that. You don't stumble onto treasure. You search, you dig, you persist. We put this kind of effort into careers, fitness, hobbies. The Proverbs says this is where your deepest investment should go, wisdom.
Verse 5. Then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. The reward? Not just knowledge about God, but knowledge of God. The journey leads us into intimacy with Him, not just facts and theology, but awe, closeness, and reverence.
Verse 6, for the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth come knowledge and understanding. We need to hear this. God isn't stingy. He wants to give wisdom. He's not hiding it. He's inviting us to come closer and receive it.
And check out this good news. Verse 7 to 8. He holds success in store for the upright. He guards the course of the just and protects the way of his faithful ones. This is practical. God doesn't just give wisdom, he gives protection to those who walk in it. Wisdom is a shield. It's guidance that steers you from wreckage before you even see it coming.
Verse 9, then you will understand what is right and just and fair, every good path. There's a lot of talk about justice today, but Scripture says you can't understand what's right and just without wisdom from above. It doesn't come from culture. It comes from the heart of God.
Verse 10-11, for wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Discretion will protect you, and understanding will guard you. Wisdom isn't just behavior, it's transformation. It enters your heart. It shapes how you think, how you feel, how you respond. It becomes your internal compass.
It certainly does. Verses 12 through 15, wisdom will save you from the ways of wicked men. You know, Nate, there are people whose pasts are twisted. They celebrate darkness. Wisdom doesn't just help you avoid sin, it helps you avoid foolish people. It's protection.
It sure is, Josie. Now, to verses 16 through 19, wisdom will save you also from the adulterous woman. This is about more than sexual temptation. It's about any voice that lures you away from faithfulness, any offer of pleasure that leads to destruction. Wisdom helps you see where that road really leads.
Verses 20 and 21, thus you will walk in the ways of the good and keep to the path of the righteous. That's the vision. Not just avoiding danger, but walking with the good, with the righteous, the trustworthy, the wise. That's something I deeply appreciate about you, Nate. Sitting with you, I sit with the trustworthy. I get to hear and hand down wisdom.
Well, you know I feel the same way about you, my friend. Okay, verse 22. For the upright will live in the land, and the blameless will remain in it, but the wicked will be cut off. It ends with a contrast. Two ways, two outcomes, and we all choose one. So what are you pursuing today? What are you digging for? Because Proverbs 2 says, what you seek will shape who you become. Wisdom doesn't come to the loudest voice. It comes to the hungry heart. Let's stay hungry. Let's dig. Let's keep walking the path together.
Before you head off, friend, do us a favor. Please hit those like and subscribe buttons. And we would appreciate if you leave a comment or two also. See you next time.
Here on Bible Porch Radio.